If you only have 24 hours in Athens, you don't have time for bad meals. You don't have time for overpriced tourist traps, and you definitely don't want to waste your appetite.
I'm Chrisoula, a local here in Athens, and today I'm taking you through the perfect one-day food route, from breakfast to late-night dinner, all in areas you will probably already be exploring.
Let's start with the most important meal of the day. For breakfast, I'm taking you somewhere truly local. Not a trendy brunch place, not a hotel buffet. We're going to Stani, a historic dairy shop that has been operating since 1931. This place is famous for one thing: traditional strained Greek yogurt made from sheep's milk coming from small farms near Athens. When you order it, you'll get a thick creamy dollop, and this is important. Ask for it with honey and crushed walnuts on top. That's the classic way to eat it. It's simple, it's authentic, and it's incredibly good. If you prefer something warmer, they also serve rizogalo, Greek rice pudding, and traditional loukoumades. This is a perfect, light but satisfying start before walking towards Omonia and then down to Monastiraki or the Acropolis area. After breakfast, we head towards Syntagma, and this is where we stop for coffee at Kaya. This area can be full of tourist cafes, but Kaya is a proper specialty coffee spot that locals actually go to. Modern, minimal, and focused entirely on quality. If you want to order like an Athenian, go for a Freddo espresso or Freddo cappuccino. Even in winter, Greeks love their iced coffee. If you prefer something warm, then their flat white is a great choice. This is the perfect stop before continuing toward Ermou Street, Monastiraki, and eventually the Acropolis. Take 10 minutes, don't rush it. Coffee in Athens is part of the rhythm of the city. Right after coffee at Kaya, just stay on the same street, Voulis, and you'll find Filo, a few steps down. It's a small, modern spot that focuses entirely on traditional Greek pies from different regions of Greece. So you're not just grabbing a random slice, you're tasting recipes that come from all over the country. This is where I would stop for a spanakopita. Spinach, feta, flaky Filo, simple, balanced, and easy to eat while you keep walking towards Ermou or Monastiraki. What I like about Filo is that it doesn't feel touristy. It's a kind of place locals stop at between errands. And because it's right here on the same street as Kaya, it just makes sense to include it in your day. By this point in the day, after walking around Monastiraki and the small streets near Agias Irinis Square, you're probably ready for something more filling, and this is where Costas comes in. This is one of the oldest Souvlaki spots in Athens. The first shop opened back in 1946, and they have kept the same philosophy ever since. Everything here is handmade and prepared fresh every morning. The meat is their own production, never prepackaged, and always made the same day. And here's something important. The menu is extremely simple. They only make pork souvlaki or beef souvlaki biftekia with or without pita. That's it. No chicken, no endless variations. Just two options, done properly. You also won't find tzatziki here. Instead, they use their own red sauce. Simple, slightly spicy, and very traditional. The fries are fresh too, peeled by hand, never frozen. It's not about variety, it's about keeping the original flavor that made this place famous. If you want to taste what Athenian souvlaki was like decades ago, this is where you come. By mid-afternoon, after all the walking and a proper souvlaki stop, it's time for something sweet. Just a short walk from Agias Irinis in Psyri, you'll find Nancy's Sweet Home, a classic Athenian pastry shop that's been around for years and is known for generous traditional desserts. If you want something truly memorable, go for the ekmek politiko with ice cream. It's layered, syrupy, creamy, and topped with cold ice cream. Rich but completely worth it. And if you love chocolate, order the gliko tis agapis, also known as their love cake. It's a special chocolate pie with praline, served with warm milk chocolate, poured over the top. It's intense, indulgent, and definitely not subtle. Of course, you'll also find classics like galaktoboureko and kataifi. This is the moment to try something you probably won't find back home. This is your afternoon pause before heading up for sunset views. As the sun starts to go down, this is the moment to slow things down again. Head up to a rooftop bar with a view of the Acropolis, somewhere central, around Monastiraki or Syntagma, and take in the city from above. One easy option is Attic urban rooftop near Monastiraki Square. The view from here is direct, open, and especially beautiful just before sunset. You don't have to order a fancy cocktail if you don't want to. A simple glass of Greek wine works perfectly. Or go for a light aperitivo, something refreshing before dinner. Try to arrive a little before sunset so you can watch the Parthenon slowly light up as the sky changes color. This is one of those moments that makes Athens feel magical. To end the day, I would head to Krasopoulio to Kokora, a traditional Greek taverna in Psyri. Psyri is one of the best areas in central Athens for the evening. Lively, a little noisy, but with a great vibe. It's full of small tavernas and narrow streets that feel authentically Athenian. Krasopoulio to Kokora is exactly that kind of place. Simple, welcoming, that focuses only on good traditional food. Order a couple of dishes to share. That's how we eat in Greece. Grilled meat, a seasonal salad, maybe some saganaki, and definitely a carafe of house wine. This isn't a rushed dinner, it's the moment when you finally sit down, slow the pace and let the day settle. After a full day of walking and eating your way through Athens, this is how you close it, in a proper Greek taverna with simple food and good company. Athens is a city of dairy shops that have been around since the 1930s. Old school souvlaki spots, pastry shops full of syrupy desserts, and traditional tavernas where dinner lasts longer than you planned. That's where the real flavor is, in places that feel lived in, unpolished and completely local. If you're planning your time in Athens and want to see how to organize your full day, what to visit, how to move around, and how to fit all of this into one perfect route, make sure to watch my One Day in Athens guide next.
If you enjoyed my food guide, give it a like and subscribe for more Greece travel tips. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!